Buonasera a tutti, benvenuti a Milano. Good evening to everyone. Welcome here in Milan at the Ducati World Premiere 2017. It's with pride that we start this event in which we launch all new model for this year. And I want to start thanking all the people that are here. So I want to thank all the journalists that are present in order to make the possibility for us to show the result of the work done in Borgo Panigale. I want to thank all the partners. We have 120 dealers here from Asia Pacific and from Brazil. We have customers here present in this theater, and we have thousands and thousands of people. More than 100,000 people were with us last year during the live streaming of this event. So I want to thank all the people that are connecting and to say thank you for joining us, and I hope we will spend together a pleasant hour. We have English as official language of the streaming, but there is a translation in Italian, we have translation in German, we have translation in Chinese and Japanese. So we have many friends around the world that are able to get the content of this show directly live, and that's make us very, very proud. So, without further hesitation, let's start into the discussion. This year has been very important for us. It's been a very important year for Ducati because it was our 90th birthday. 90th birthday is an important event, but the company has never been so solid like we are today. We are growing, as we'll see in a while, and we wanted to celebrate this important birthday, kind of rebuilding and making a completely new refurbishing of our new museum. So the museum is not anymore just a racing bike museum, as it was before, but every fan that will join us in Borgo Panigale in the museum can see all the production bikes that made the history of Ducati and all the most important moments that make this brand so special. With all of this, we can see what are the commercial performance of the brand so far. Last year was our best year overall. We sold something like 55,000 motorcycles. The data we see on my back are the result year to date. So as of today, of this year compared to all the year before. And as we see, even if this year was a more important and difficult because we had bikes like the Multistrada Enduro or the XDR that are important and expensive bikes, so more difficult to reach volume, we were able so far to exceed the volume that we sold up to today last year. So a good year on commercial result, but a good year also in terms of price we got on product. The XDR, that was a kind of a bet for us because we enter into a segment which is the cruiser segment, which is not specific for our brand, was very successful, not only in terms of sales, but also in terms of design awards. And actually the Red Dot Awards stay here, testimonying the kind of approval that the bike have received from the expert. It was a year in which we entered also into a completely different world, the world of globe-trotting, the world of off-road, with the Multistrada Enduro, which opened a completely different type of customer. And we decided that there was no better way to kind of make a statement on this 90th year about making a globe-trotting experience. So we have one Multistrada Enduro, which is making a worldwide tour with 7 different riders, and everything is on Facebook and on the social media in order to testimony exactly the dynamic and all the image and all the emotion of this globe-trotting. And so we have the Multistrada globe-trotting experience. But this 2016 was very important also by another aspect. And because we are organizing the Ducati World Premiere this evening, a group of friends decided to organize a very special Sunday. And actually was last Sunday, in which this group of friends decided to give us and to give all of you, to all the Ducati club, that I take the occasion to say hello and to thank for all the support, an incredible result. Actually, Ducati last Sunday was the most successful manufacturer in racing, winning at the same time MotoGP and World Superbike. And so it's with great pride that I want to join me on the stage, the heroes of this Sunday, Chas Davis and Andrea Dovizioso. So, we couldn't begin talking about a new year without having these guys with us. And they've been very nice, because organizing this event exactly the Sunday before the event and the streaming was actually perfect. So, let's start with Chas. 11 races on number one on the podium, which is you are the most successful rider this year in World Superbike. Actually, we didn't get the big prize, which is winning the championship. This is the reason why we are racing. But what is your sensation? What do you feel when you're riding your bike that actually make us really very, very in a hurry, very, very worried when you see you, because actually you enter the corner, sliding the bike, and it seems that, every corner is the last corner. But actually, you have been able to stay in a row and to win 6 races. What do you feel?
At this point, I feel amazing. We've won, as you said, the last 6 races. We've won 11 races this season, more than anybody. And I've got to say, the Panigale this year has been a pleasure to ride, and just all the time dancing on the limit. That's how I explain it, and that's how I feel. With this bike, I feel that I really have complete control in my hands, and that allows me to bring home 25 points in these last 6 races. So it's been a fantastic season. As you said, we missed the big prize, but I'm very proud of what we achieved, especially the last part of the season, and I can only look forward to the future.
Okay, tell our friends home that actually sliding the bike into the corner like that is a kind of take care, so just do it when you're on the close racetrack. So, Dovi, you have it? Yes. For me, Sunday morning was kind of very special because we are together next year. Yeah. That's very important. You decided really important. To believe in the project again, and that's make a big difference for us. And we worked together a lot with the good and bad moment. Actually, we started in 2013 when situation was quite difficult, and actually I took charge of the big company exactly in that year. So for me, it was also a moment difficult, and we had many kind of tasks to solve. We together ended up again in the top first position of the podium. So I've listened to one interview of you saying that you were crying at the last lap, and actually the sensation of riding a MotoGP while crying should be quite crazy, So what can you tell to our fan?
Yeah, the last lap in Malaysia, it was unbelievable. To be able to ride smooth and crying is something really special, and the emotion at that time, it was amazing, unbelievable. I was so happy because to get that result, we worked so hard for 4 years, and when you arrive there and you are close to almost win a race in MotoGP in Malaysia, in one of my favorite tracks, it was really good. And you know very well how much we work during the last 4 years. We came from not a really good situation, but now we come back in a really strong situation. I won the last race, Chad won the last, I don't know, a lot
Actually,
of six races, and now we are really in a good situation. I'm really happy and proud to be part of this project, and I'm so happy to continue for the next 2 years. I really want it, and I get it, so happy.
Let's talk about next year. Actually, Qatar was very relevant for me, also because last year we were struggling, and there is a very long straight, and that shows the development that you have done riding the bike and the team have done in terms of performance. So what's your kind of expectation for next year, also considering that you will have a world champion teaming with you, Marco Melandri, and so the team will be, if possible, even stronger, but the competition will be strong. We see there are new competitors coming with new bikes, so it will be very interesting.
Yeah, well, based on the last results, I'm really looking forward to next year. As you said about Qatar, I think that proves how much we've improved in the last 12 months between myself and the team. The bike now, we're every bit a match, if not even better than our competitors in a straight line. So I'm really happy about that, because it's finally, I feel like we're have the reference basically in the Superbike. The Panigale, I think everybody's looking at us and wondering what we're doing that's leading towards these victories. So that gives me a lot of confidence. 2017, I think I couldn't be going into the winter more confident, but I know that in racing nothing ever stops. You have to keep working, keep improving, and I really feel like we can take more steps this winter to get the last tenths from the Panigale to challenge again for the championship next year. And alongside me, I'll have Marco Melandri, and I've been teammates with Marco before, 2013, and we had a good, positive working relationship. So I think what Marco can bring to the team and to Ducati will be very important, because he's got a lot of experience. He's very fast, and I think this will be really positive for developing the bike and taking the last steps to fight for the World Championship. But I stand here very, very excited.
Okay, so thank you, Charles, and a big, big hug to Charles. That, you know, it's kind of showing us and pushing the whole development group to do even more and even better. And the next one for Dovi, it's the same for next year. Again, we are one race to go, and so we still have Valencia, but already everyone is focused on 2017 with a lot of work. We've just started the engine on the dyno for next year, and we are assembling the new bikes. So Gigi Dall'Igna, you know, keeps pushing and dealing for improvement. And so many new things on the technical side, but also on the team side, there will be changes. Jorge Lorenzo will join the team next year, and it will be a kind of heavy presence because of being a three-time world champion. What's your sensation? What kind of you feel?
Well, I'm so happy we couldn't finish the championship in a better way. We start really good in the first race, but after with unlucky race, we was 11 in the championship. Now we are 5th. So I'm really happy about the work we did during the season. And for next year, for sure, after the last race, after the last 3 races, we can start for sure in a better way than this year. And with the arrival of Jorge, really a big champion, is a good things for Ducati. And I hope we can really found together the last things we need to fight for the championship, because we are here for that. We know it's very, very difficult in MotoGP, but we want to fight for the championship, and we would like to start next year to fight for that.
Okay, so actually someone told me, and I hope that he did a good calculation, that you are the world champion of the championship of the last 3 races, because you had the ride 4 races, so they correct me. So in the last 4 races, Dovi was the rider that made the most of the champion, the most of the points. So that's
not bad.
Not bad, not too bad. So thank you so much, Dovi, and keep pushing, and thank you so much. Grazie. So, without further hesitation, let's move into the core of this evening, the presentation of the products. And as most of you already are very accustomed, we have the Ducati brand, which is red, and from 2015, we have also a yellow side of our heart. And the yellow side of our heart is a scrambler. Scrambler that when we count how many motorcycles we have sold in 2 years, it's kind of impressive, because almost 30,000 motorcycles in 2 years in a product that was not existing before, and is based on a set of value which is very different from the Ducati standard value, make us very much understanding that we have a very clear value in hand, and that we need to make that value to grow. And with this in mind, we consider how was the product portfolio on the Scrambler family, and we started thinking how to enlarge the product portfolio of the Scrambler family. And for this year, we want to present 2 enlargements of this product portfolio. The first one on the classic side. We wanted to consider a product that could make possible for the Scrambler to have a different interpretation of the typical classic value, maybe in a bit more sporty form. Let's see it.